in the last quarterfinal of today. It's a Swedish derby between EffeCt and Knoff. Once again, human versus orc. We have seen this before in Napo versus Agent. Agent was successful and nice harassed by Knoff already. He was quite disappointing in the first open qualifier, in my opinion. But today, he seems to be really strong. His shot gets cancelled though. EffeCt, he made it into the first main qualifier. Had a strong showing there, but unfortunate results. I want to say it like that. Thorzane is already out, so one Swedish guy will again make it into the playoffs. It's either Knoff, a former Mousesports Raptor Gaming player, or EffeCt, who was an faculty player back in the day. 2 Burrow Tech on Twisted Meadows, not that surprising. And of course, these two, they know each other inside out. They are in a team together for NWC 3L, and they know each other for years. I think they even do LANs together to practice and just have fun. Seems to be a really cool gang. And yeah, quite jealous that we don't have that in Germany. At least I'm not aware of that. I would love us to let both people pass, both players pass, because they seem to be really nice. But of course, there's only one slot remaining. And it will be the 4th human or the 2nd orc, right? After cash. Again, no undead. Oh, last hit. Going to EffeCt. And that is so important to have that level 3. If the Grunt would have stolen this, this would have been the best. But no. Knoff gets shit done as well. Only close to 2 though. He does have boots, so he has to play this really aggressive. No mana though. For him. Only 1 Windwalk. Tech only now, thanks to the dual burrow tech. And EffeCt should be fine with this so far. Low supply on both sides. And Knoff seems to be defending this a little better, blocking the entrances, but 2 Water Elementals. And that's the same as we saw of Napo versus Agent, where this Water Elemental Archmage push, if they get rid of this burrow, game is almost over already. But he's ready, has a repair squad there. But he gets the Grunt. Oh, EffeCt is playing this really good. Fast leveling, killing a bit more. And losing a Grunt is, especially in that stage, where you want to bank, really good. And he knows, has a War Mill up, or Lumber Mill up, has level 3 ready, and got rid of a Grunt, so one of the best early game outputs that he could think of. But where to go from here and how much time is needed? He's running away from the Blade Master. I don't think he has that many footmen, so that is not helping him. But will he wait for the first Sanctum, I guess, and then push. Beastmaster is out for Quill Beasts, but yeah. Oh, nice. How he gets rid of the second... No, not of the second Grunt, but he can't heal him now. Shadowhunter's coming in, so... Oh boy, this will be cancelled over and over. Goes in with Mass Summons, and this is definitely a kill bestiary. And he didn't start to heal up that Grunt, so all he has is his Shadowhunter and the 2 Grunts, plus the Blade Master who's coming in only now. He doesn't have reinforcements on his own though. So... no footmen, no casters coming. And also no Ivories if I saw that correctly, no. Pressure on the Archmage again, wants to force the town portal to buy some time, but the Beastry has been cancelled for the 2nd time. He's not sending in the summons into the, to kill that Grunt. That is quite interesting to me, but okay. The delay on the barrack, on the bestiary is really what counts here. No raiders for such a long time. The first raider will be finished at like 10 minutes or so. 9:30, and then he needs some time to research Ensnare to make it work. Trying to deny this water elemental. Doesn't work. Forgets about it, so the last hit goes towards the Blade Master. And he's getting closer to 3. And very underwhelming first hero, though. Only a circlet and boots. No level 3. And EffeCt is coming back. He lost to Orc Worker 2-1, but those were really good games. Orc Worker was just the way better player that day. Or very smarter player, I think. And the tower rush begins! Or the tower push begins. With malicious support this time, and still without a single raider. How fast can he get rid of the shop? How fast can he get rid of the burrows? That's the question here. He does have slow, he does have heal. 2 times ethereal form. That tower is toast. But everything is low already for Knoff. Uses his speed scroll to get out of there, which works quite well. Oh, loses the walker. Oh, that's so much time. EffeCt looking strong in this. Wormel coming in the back for towers and catapults, but for how much longer is the question. Knoff would not be supply stuck without that burrow, so it's not that effective to attack it. Not the sheer mass. Pumps out water elementals, gets this around, no mana at the moment. The reveal being used, but he can walk out with that wind walk. Oh, Hex on the Beastmaster. The lack of damage though. Backstab, walks out. Right clicks. Is there a shop for him available? Can he get a potion? Yes, he does. That was right on time. Beastmaster was saved as well, thanks to the priests. And he gets a grunt from this. So much experience. And the shop is at the wrong side of the map now. He can heal up for a bit, but that was the last charge of heal selves. It will be the second Central European player to make it after Anima. And 2 Russians, of course. But yeah, he's just pushing forward. At this point, the towers are up. He gets rid of the burrows. He can just continue to steamroll over Knoff. And the Blade Master will be gone in a bit too. There we go. This must be GG. It is GG. And the lead for EffeCt. In the next game, we're gonna have in-game sound again. So, Knoff and EffeCt are both ready. We're this time in the game. It's gonna be Amazonia. And I will update my overlay real quick. Zip, zip, zip. Save match. Here we go. Could be the final game of today between the 2 Swedish players who played for the European national team. For the Swedish national team back in the day. At ENC. Both pictures taken from ENC. And there we go. EffeCt here with a 100% win rate over Knoff. And it seems to continue here. As EffeCt has the lead. There we go. That's better. We do have 3 new subs. That is Honorar for the first time via Prime. Thank you, Fniff, for 2 months. My favorite stream. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much for the kind words. And I hope you enjoy it. And Lord Onion 15 has also subscribed. I hope you have a lot of fun with your replay packs and no ads and stuff like that. But decision is near. And here we go on to AZ. Again, Knoff in yellow, EffeCt in red. The brother of former WC3L admin Endars. If you're aware. Or if you wasn't aware. And my old teammate. But no bias here, of course. It is Ancient Isles, and again, we saw this before. It's very hard to creep the Blade Master here if there's an Archmage who constantly pushes you. And especially the second hero creeping. But I don't think that will be the case as it is very aggressive humans today. So I don't think that will be a point. It's gonna be tower rushes over and over. Foggy is waiting in the main qualifier. Hawk, Cash, Hunter, Agent, Titan, and Anima. The winner of this series will follow him. And there we go. Archmage moving out with an unusual creep spot. Romantic made it work for the first time to not go for the laboratory, but for the shop instead. For early access to boots, big level 2, and maybe watch awards. Definitely a consumable here. Knoff on the other side has to be careful to not lose any XP here. Going close to level 2 with this, and Gloves of Haste. On the other side, Archmage, of course, has to wait for the Sasquatch. Militia duration is almost over, but this goes on, works like a charm. Well, of Illusion also for scouting, very nice. Not the immediate tech that we saw from Agent, like the fastest tech possible. And also no dual burrow response by Knoff, who's teching on one burrow. So things should be a little better for him. Gotten some Ogre Strength there. That is level 2. Blade Master, no boots, but mass heal selves. They're trying to find the Archmage, but he's so... yeah, he's like on the other side of the map. Which should give him level 2 or level 3 quite easily. Level 2 for Knoff at the same time. So therefore, they are kind of ignoring each other. Slippers for him is nice. Yeah, he knows he needs those little guys. And taking it away from Knoff. And this is so good. Creeping here with Militia, big chunk of experience. Creeping the small one in the bottom. That is level 3 for him for sure. Through this Apprentice Wizard, and ooh, the stars are aligning for EffeCt as it seems. Trying to... oh, that's nice! Blocking the Archmage in, guaranteed TP out. Or is it? Thanks to the Cloak of Shadows, he's saving some time and is pushing despite this. Oh, the backstab a little too late. Otherwise it would be trapped, and that's a big 350 gold save for the human player here. He can't get rid of that burrow. He's faking a big attack with those water elements. I think Knoff is aware because it's not enough damage. Obviously, he doesn't have that amount of mana, but he summons the second one. So for Knoff, it looks like there's 4 water elementals now. Gets rid of the one footman though. The second one can't attack, so this burrow comes through, and he does have the gold for the Shadow Hunter, which will come. Boots on the Blade Master side, so Archmage has to be really careful now. But Knoff, with a decent defense, could have been better with the TP out on the Archmage, but no burrow lost, but at the same time, didn't get any buildings up. And on the other side, EffeCt close to tier 2, has a lot of resources for his stuff. So Lodge is coming, but where is the beastery? Lack of raiders and ensnares, definitely hurting the orcs here this time. Beastmaster out as a second hero again for more pressure. There is Windwalk, so you can just walk out, and a big chunk of heal selves as well. Double Arcane Sanctum this time, plus a Lumber Mill. Usually you go for only one of the two. Either one Sanctum Lumber Mill or double Sanctum without Lumber Mill. But we'll see. Blade Master still in for the steal. No level 2, Hex coming, but the damage is not enough. Or is it? There's still a TP. Again, the Cloak of Shadows, man. This must be so annoying to play against this without dust. Oh, Hex though, and it's enough! Oh boy, too greedy. Can he get the Blade Master in return? I don't think so. Doesn't have that much gold to revive him from the tavern. Oh god, can he get a double kill? Knoff is playing this really well. Blade Master control is magnificent. And that is the... No! Archmage is back! Beastmaster is killed though. Does he have another Hex? He does have another Hex! Oh, this is disastrous for EffeCt! Triple kill for... Oh, actually not. He gets the TP this time. But 2 heroes and a buyback and a TP. This couldn't have gone any better for Knoff. He forgot about his Beastery though, so a little overwhelmed with the micro in the middle. But that was worth it. Got a lot of footmen as well. So only 1 remaining. Doesn't have gold for a Region Scroll. Doesn't have gold for the Beastmaster. Ay, this hurts. Use the potion to heal his Archmage back up.
Player's forces are under attack.
And Knoff. Knoff is in a dream position now. Beastmaster coming back. 35 seconds benched. Watch a ward coming. Or sentry ward coming. And he gets so much time for his heroes now. 3 and 2 already due to all the hero kills. Beastery is up. Walker's already with the upgrade. What can EffeCt do now? He had quite a good position after the initial creeping. But then losing a lot of HP on his Archmage, getting trapped in that pretentious situation at the tavern. Bit of accuracy. Okay, but nothing that he really wants. Well, what he wants is the experience here. Plus a Berserker, really nice against casters. He doesn't have to be afraid of footmen deflecting this.
A player's forces are under attack.
Really unusual building placement here though. This can be sniped quite quick. But what's his chance here now? 1 raider only. He will see this. And there's no TP. He has to realize it now, that there's no TP, and the creeps are helping him. He doesn't want to go for it. Maybe Ensnare is not finished? It is.
Player's forces are under attack.
He's just waiting for the Taskmaster, not overcommitting. Yeah, going for the Taskmaster. Big chunk of experience and a set of Watch Awards. Even Militia had to help. But it's still no level 2. It's still no Hawk. And still no detection on the Blade Master. Gets the heal scroll here. And an Invo Potion on EffeCt's side, which is the more logical choice. You need the heal scroll to heal up after Spirit Link. And you need the Invo Potion against the hero focus.
Forces are under attack.
Elemental expires, but the Qualies will get the kill. Shadowhunter 3 easily. For the Berserker, this True Shot Aura is a gift, of course. And the Blade Master is the annoying magpie that we know. Wind of Illusion being sold for another heal scroll. The second one on his side. He knows that the Blade Master is there. And Knoff knows that there's no TP. He's coming in with all his forces, sending the militia back, but here comes the raiders. Nets are flying, but the rest of the army is not there. He doesn't want to fight against militia. The call was good, but the duration is over soon. Knoff can't allow a big mistake, otherwise he's out. So far, he's been playing this great. And off we go. Cass is in a good spot. Militia in a okay spot. Okay, this priest is outside the norm and goes down immediately. But there isn't too much damage in Knoff's army, despite the Blade Master, who's close to 4. Beastmaster doesn't tank that well as well. Is not healed by the priests, only now. Second source is down. Now it's crit level 2. Have fun with that EffeCt. There's almost no damage against this as well. Kodo Beast is there. He's going for a 3rd kill. And he's gonna get it! No Invo Potion there. Nice play by Knoff. Realizing the weaknesses of his opponent immediately and equalizes. So we take this to the final series of the day. Oh, the final map of the day. And we're gonna have a decision between the 2 Swedish players in a bit. We will determine which of the two Swedish players will go for the main qualifier. There's a slot to Shanghai on the line. Everybody should go there once in his life. It's a phenomenal city. And of course playing the most prestigious tournament we have in Warcraft 3. The only tournament where Western players are allowed to play as well. Hey Neo, how's it going? As far as I know, English is not your native language. How long did it take you to become fluent in it? Well, I was watching a lot of TV series and movies in English and listened to a lot of English music, so I think it's okay. I do lag words sometimes, but once we started in 2014, that was really bumpy. And it took me like half a year to get used to it. It wasn't still on a good level, but we were the only English casters, and I think it was decent. It's still not great, but it's okay, I think. So Knoff asks for a little break that we will gladly grant him. But that was just 1 minute, and he starts the game. Last series of the day, last map of today, last decision of the day. It's once again Knoff versus EffeCt. And it is once again Echo Isles. We've seen it before. It did work out great for the human before. That was Agent who defeated Napo here. The only German to make it into the quarterfinals. And everything is set up. So boys, give us an outstanding game 3. EffeCt has played this map in the first main qualifier against Orc Worker. And he did so well for such a long time, but Orc Worker's reactions and solutions to the problems that he threw at him was just too good. Is Knoff at an equal level as Orc Worker, who won the first main qualifier in the end? Or will EffeCt be the only player to make it from 2 of the open qualifiers? Interesting storytelling here. They are representing the Swedish colors, one in blue, one in yellow. Historically, one of the greatest European Warcraft nations. I have to say one name and everybody knows. I mean, Mad Frog. Sasse. So many great players coming from Sweden. Dovahq, of course. Thorzane. They always had a great spot. EffeCt. Who doesn't remember EffeCt? Not the most mannered player, but definitely one that caused, that got attention here. Mountain King first by EffeCt. That is incredibly interesting. Versus Warden, yeah, you can play him.
A player's
versus
are
Orc, though, it's gonna be a very different game. On Melting Valley, we have seen it quite a bit in the past. Echo Isles is fast level 3 as well. It's expandable. Also with a Mountain King. Against Orc, it's risky, but it's possible. I wonder how fast he will see it. He sends out a Grunt to scout. It's once again the 1 burrow attack by Knoff. He sees, alright. My enemy is not anywhere near. I could creep this, but he doesn't feel too safe about this. So tower rushes with this out of the equation. That's for sure. It should be an expansion then, right? I mean, 1 base MK? I'm not too sure. Can he get in range for the surround? That is the biggest danger for Knoff right now. Losing grunts early on. Blade Master can windwalk, but grunts can't. It's a lumber mill. What? There's some nerves maybe connected wrong in EffeCt's brain here, as it seems.
A player's
For towers. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I was wondering. So, okay, everything back to normal, I think. The Chinese play it a lot, and they succeed with it to a point where I thought, okay, this is imbalanced. But the harass of Knoff is really good. Got one creep, got one peasant. Does have 2 more windwalks and gets another kill. Oh, nice save by EffeCt. Who did get a level 2.5 Mountain King, but he wants level 3. So towers first. And Knoff is teching with this. 70%. Gets more kills. Oh, this is a good opening for Knoff. He has one more. Yeah, he can't just walk out there. So many kills from this. Second grunt coming. But the question is, what is he going to do once the expo is up? And how much time can he buy? There's, I think, only three solutions to this. Either expand yourself, go mass raiders, or go wyvern. And even that is really hard. I mean, wyvern should be the logical thing here because there's no water elementals. But that's why he's going for guard towers, and guard towers defend wyvern very easily. But Knoff is doing the right thing. He's buying time with peasant kills. Peasant kills mean you have to get them from the main, you have to reproduce them, you get some lumber mining time, lumber harvesting time, and it delays the expansion there. It's Beastry and Lodge, so Raider Walker. Most likely with a counter expansion at some point. He should go for it. He has to go for it. He can't storm that base. Oh, gets another one. Nice save, though. That was the last windwalk. So some time to breathe for EffeCt. Oh, for EffeCt. I think I pronounced it in a very weird way. 2.5. 2. He gets boots. So he's very, very mobile on this. 2 of experience seems necessary. I'm not too sure how much experience is here. Doesn't get bonus experience. 2 more strength. No, this is not enough for 3. Because Knoff stole this one creep, he won't get level 3. And thanks to the poison, everything will be hurt. Doesn't have a shop up, only going for it now. But the most important thing, 2 guard towers and the expansion up and running. Shadowhunter is out. It is Raider Walkers. The normal thing. But there's a peon already. And a counter expansion soonish. No Ensnare yet, but Hex. Stormbolt. Oh, he's close to a windwalk. So he gets out there. But maybe the Shadowhunter is the juicier target. Ah, almost gets the grunt. Is lucky with the bash. Seals it now. He can pop him out, but then the Blade Master's done. So that's EffeCt's way of coming back into the game. Okay. Oh, Blade Master! If he gets the bash here, he's dead! No, he doesn't. Nice Hex by Knoff. Good reaction as well. Oh, he gets the bash here. That is so huge to get rid of that first one, but there's a Hex again. Everything is so hurt. Everything is hurt. There's another Stormbolt. Long range! No way he survives this. Both survive this. The Raider is gone, but the heroes survive. He needs the staff, I think, to get out of there. Doesn't have that. TP, maybe? Blade Master's just healing up. Oh, boy. And yeah, he does staffs out. Oh, boy. What a fight at the shop. Invul for the MK. Second Gloves of Haste for Knoff. But his expo is coming up now, too. 40%. Tier 2 tech, 70%. Blacksmith already. This looks like mass air. Raider Walker on the other side. I asked them to give us a great game, and I think they are delivering so far. Involent heal scroll. Lots of stuff is heard, especially the Mountain King. Mountain King. Goes first round, he's not out of mana, so he walks out again, but this is a herd army. And it's 2 more Storm Bolts. Dodges the stun with ethereal form, that was interesting. Not dodging the damage, but dodging the stun. The Mountain King. Oh boy, he has to use the heal scroll. Is it enough though? Hex? Not enough damage for a crit. But this is a TP out. Risky play to get rid of that walker. But he's buying time. Buying time, buying time, buying time, buying time. And now he needs time to heal up, which he gets. Double Sanctum. He could go into triple Sanctum as well. It's no problem with this build. And that's the most dangerous thing about this build. Because, like, once the triple Sanctums are up, you explode into 70 food. Like, there's no comparison to it. But the Expo is up. The levels are not that good. And the Blade Master is not that good either. So, it's a... What? Rifleman? No, mortar teams?
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay. Archmage second. Which is necessary for mass casters, obviously. But mortar teams and riflemen. Don't know if I like that choice, to be honest. He's still gonna go into 70 food in an instant.
A player's forces are
The question is, how well can Knoff bank? How fast can he go into 60? Riflemen are decent against walkers, but that's about it. Maybe he prepares for air with this? Interesting if the Archmage doesn't go Aura first. Should be Blizzard then. And here comes mortar teams. 61 supply for the human. The clock is ticking. Another ring of protection. The first gyrocopter used as a hawk, basically, to scout the Blade Master. Who's there with level 3. And the Shadow Hunter continues to creep. This is close to level 3 for him. Or is it level 3? I think it is. No, it's not. Ring of Regen, though. Decent item. In the early stages it's better, but still usable. Shop control by Knoff. It is the 70 supply that I was talking about. No tier 3 with fragmentation shards. Mortar teams are fantastic. Without them, not too much. No deviation here except the Warmill. And the first Berserker. Knoff is going into 60 as well. That's the perfect response. Okay, Tower Rush with Mortar support. Where is the Mortar? He forgets about it. Now he sees it. Off we go. 3 ivory towers far in the back. Almost Yumiko-esque to build them here. He was trying the same thing against Orc Worker. Didn't work. But the early game was a lot different. There was no expansion, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there was an expansion. It ran out. So, more team for guaranteed damage. Workers are there to repair, but they don't do it yet. First Raider is down. Trades it against... Oh, second Raider down. That's big for EffeCt. Double Dispel, though. But the third Raider is down. The heal wave arrives too late. Oh, Knoff. This is not a good opening for you. The towers are almost up there. In a very good position. It looks like the human is just overtowering him at this point. He can't really break through. Next mob team is coming. Everything for Knoff is falling. Heal wave rescues him, but that was the mana that he has. There's another potion, but the towers are up in a bit. How well does the Mountain King do? Level 4 for him, level 2 and a bit for an Archmage, level 2.6 for the Archmage already. And it's just too much Orc units dying. We won't have too many Orcs in the next qualifier as Knoff can't hold on to this. The Kodo is there, but yeah, can eat just a bit and provides damage. But what? EffeCt still on 70 food. And towers. And 3 mortars. Level 3 and an Archmage. What jump for him. And the tower is coming up. With 3 mortars, yeah. This shop gone. This doesn't look good for Knoff at all. He played well against Ente. He had a way better tournament than in Qualifier 1. But EffeCt was superior in Qualifier 1 and seems to be the superior player in Qualifier 2 as well. But as long as the Blade Master is on the battlefield, nothing is impossible. Except to keep this Great Hall alive. Damage is missing now because he still attacks the Great Hall. How much damage can he do? Kodo Beast in focus. Oh, the Stormbolt are so hard. He's going for Waterman. It's not Blizzard. And they do their piercing damage and they do it great. Raiders fall again. GG! Well played! Knoff out! EffeCt in the playoffs! Oops. The only player to survive 2 open qualifiers and therefore very, very well deserved. We found our 4 players for the playoffs, for the main qualifiers. And those are... I will show it to you in a bit. I hope this Western qualifier is updated. Oh, good job, Wikipedia boys. Restream. Drop a bit to make it large. This is it. Qualifier is next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be double elimination. The first one, the winner gets a slot to Shanghai GCS Winter with a $16,500 prize pool. Qualified via Qualifier 1 were Hawk, Cash and Foggy, plus Hunter, who joins from the American Championship Series as the runner-up. Long Walk not able to play because he is in Germany that weekend. And it's just in the plane when the qualifier is taking place, so he can't play from here. Qualified now, Titan with the massive upset win over Sonic. That was not to be expected at all. So 3 Night Elves with Foggy, Hunter and Titan. 3 humans as well with Anima and Agent making it out of this open qualifier. And a 4th human with EffeCt from Sweden. So 1 Orc, 4 humans, 3 Night Elves. That is our matchup for today. We will draw the quarterfinals tomorrow after Jera Cup. Jera Cup starts at 2 PM and then right after we're gonna draw the bracket here. It's always gonna be 1 from the pre-qualifiers against 1 from the open qualifiers to make it fair and give them a little bit of an advantage. That was almost 4 hours of Warcraft 3. You will get a lot more since the dynamic duo of 4K is streaming both, I guess. Yes. Todd and Grubby, both streaming. I will host Todd. And of course, thank you so much for the support today. It was crazy how many subs we got. And the big donations coming in by Djan, Pipicus, and Simon Knockler. And yeah, I'm really, really proud that so many people tuned in for an open qualifier. And that we had so many great games again. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. And the last thing we do here is, of course, the goodbye routine song.